Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, in this session, we're gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, in this video, in this session, we're going to learn what is a component and how to create a reusable component as well. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this session, we're going to learn how to create a reusable form component in Vue.js and how to call a single component multiple time in your application, in your code as well. Okay, so guys, trust me, believe me, if you want to become a great Vue.js developer, a great front-end developer using Vue.js, then guys, you must know that how to create a component and how to create a reusable component as well, and how to call a single component multiple times in your application, in your code as well. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this session, we are going to learn a very important topic, a very crucial topic in Vue.js, that is what is a component and how to create a reusable component and how to call the single component multiple times on your application, on your code as well. Okay, so guys, trust me guys, in this video we will be learning how to create a reusable form component in Vue.js and how to call single component multiple times in your application, in your program. Okay, so guys, just to give you a demo, I have already built an example using Vue.js and reusable component as well. Okay, so guys, let me go to the example first and let me explain you the example, what I mean and what we are going to learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so let me go to the example first. So guys, this is the example I have built using HTML, CSS, Vue.js and reusable component as well. Okay, as you can see here guys, the text also reusable form components in Vue.js. Okay, so you can see here my form 1 and you can see here my form 2 as well. Okay, so guys, this is the single component and I have called it on multiple times in my application, in my code as well. Okay, as you can see here form 1 and form 2. Okay, so guys, whenever you will try to submit these forms, you will get different data from user. Okay, so guys, let me just submit the form one by one and then you will be able to understand what I mean and what we are going to learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so let me just open the developer tool first and I will try to submit the first form. As you can see here my form 1, so I'm gonna submit the first form. Okay, so go to the console first and put name. Here I'm gonna put a first name as Prabhat and last name is Pandit and email is backend48developer@gmail.com. Okay, so guys, now I am going to submit the first form. Okay, so just hit the button submit. Okay, so guys, as you can see here in the console, we got the form data submitted. Okay, and the first name is Prabhat, the last name is Pandit and the email address is backend48developer@gmail.com. as you can see here, the first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit and email is backend48developer@gmail.com. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna submit the form number 2. Okay, so I will put here Priya Kumari. Okay, Kumari, and I will give the last name as Sharma, so Sharma. Okay, and I will give the email as PR Sharma. Okay, PR Sharma @yahoo.com. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna submit the form number 2. As you can see here, form 2. So the first name is Priya Kumari and the last name is Sharma and the email address is prsharma@yahoo.com. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna hit the button submit. Okay, so hit the button submit now. See, boom guys, we are getting different data by using the same component. Okay, as you can see here, form data submitted, first name is Priya Kumari and the last name is Sharma and the email address is prsharma@yahoo.com. Okay, and you can see here we got the object also. So email is backend developer from the first form. Okay guys, from the first form we got the email as backend48 developer@gmail.com, and first name is Prabhat and the last name is Pandit. As you can see here, Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and email address is backend48@gmail.com. And guys, now as you can see here, just open this also, and you can see here email prsharma@yahoo.com. first name is Priya Kumari and the last name is Sharma. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I have used a single component, but I have called that single component multiple times in my application, in my code. Okay, so that's why guys, you are able to see different data, okay, from this single component. Okay, so guys, in this video guys, we are going to learn how to create this kind of reusable form component in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, we are able to get the different data from the single component. Okay, and I have called this single component my form multiple times in my application, in my code. Okay, so guys, trust me, from this video, from this session, you will definitely learn something new. You will definitely learn something awesome in Vue.js if you want to become a great Vue.js developer in future. Okay, so guys, if you dream to become a great developer, a great front-end developer using Vue.js, then guys, this video is for you. And guys, I would like to request you, please guys, watch the entire video carefully and thoroughly. Then only you will be able to understand something, then only you will be able to get something from this video, from this session. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to create reusable form components in Vue.js and how to call the single component multiple times in your application, in your code. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all guys, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also. Okay, and guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys, like all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this for you on each and every topic of web development and full stack development as well. Okay, and guys, please guys, do share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning along with you. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of reusable form components in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now I am going to the code editor. So let me go to the code editor first. So create a new page, give form component.html, and save the page. Okay, it is already there. So give to, now save the page. Now create HTML. So give code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, by now you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bengaluru, and I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development. Okay, so guys, first of all, I would like to paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only. So let me go to the previous example first and copy the CDN links from there. So I'm gonna copy these CDN links from here and I will paste here in our code. Okay, so paste it here and let me just explain you. So guys, as you can see here, this is the CSS file for Bootstrap. Okay, and I have got the folder named CSS, and in that folder I have got the file bootstrap.min.css, and guys, this is the CDN link for Vue.js. Okay, as you can see here, Vue. So guys, now we have to write some HTML first. So I will try to write some HTML first. So I will create a div, give class as a container, give margin top 2 and give margin bottom 2 also, and close this div first, and inside this div I am gonna create another div. So give class as a text center, and give, yeah, let it be only, and close this div first, and inside this div I'm gonna create h1 element. So h1, close this h1 first, and give class also text center and text dark, and give margin top 2 and give margin bottom 2 also. And inside this div h1 element I'm gonna copy the text from the previous example only, just to save our time. Okay, this is only the text, guys. Okay, so I will copy this like a text from here, and I will paste it here, yeah, just to save our time little bit. So now save your code, copy the file path, and go to the browser, create a new tab, paste it here, and just remove this, put localhost and hit enter. Yeah, as you can see here, reusable form components in Vue.js. Okay, so trust me guys, from this video you will definitely know that how to create a reusable form component in Vue.js, and how to call it, how to call the single components multiple times in our application, in our code. Okay, so guys, that's why we called it reusable components. Okay, so guys, that's why we called it reusable component, because we can call it multiple times on multiple places in our code, in our application. Okay, so guys, now let's go to the code editor again, and we have to write our Vue.js code now. So guys, now below this I will create a script tag. So script, and just go a little up. So guys, now guys, I have already explained you many times in my video also that in order to create a component we have to use a function view.components. Okay, and then we have to define the components name as well. Okay, so guys, here also in this video I will use the same function view.components to create a component. Okay, so I will say view.component and I will say, I will put double inverted comma, and inside this we have to define our component name. Okay, so guys, I will give the component name as a reusable, okay, reusable form. So guys, now we have to put comma, and after comma we have to put like open and closing curly braces. So give open and closing curly braces, and inside this, guys, you are free to define anything. You are free to define your template, you are free to define your custom function, you are free to define your custom methods, you are free to define your array, you are free to define your objects, you can define our computer methods also, you can define our you can define, guys, any kind of function inside the components, because this is a separate code and we can call it anywhere in our function, in our application. Okay, that's why you are free to define anything inside the components. Okay, because this is a separate code, it will be separated from your entire application. Okay, so now guys, here also I will create a props. So guys, I have already created a video on props, that how to create a props in Vue.js component. Okay, if you have not watched this, then go please guys watch my previous video, then only you will be able to get this. Okay, so guys, now I am assuming that you have watched my previous video as well, so you know what is a props and how to create a props in Vue.js inside the components. Okay, so I will create a props here, which is the shorthand for properties. Okay, so props, and put colon and open and closing curly braces. So guys, here I will define what can I say, options inside the props. So, okay, so I will define some options as well. So I will define the first option as on submit. Okay, on submit, put colon and give function. Okay, so guys, this is the type of function. So guys, this on submit options or properties is the type of function. Okay, so put comma here, and I will add the comment also for you so that you can understand. So put comment here, function, okay, function to handle form submit. Okay, form submit Okay, so below this I will create another function or another options inside the props. Okay, so I will give fields and it is a type of array. Okay, so it is a type of array, so we will write array. Okay, and just write the comment also for you. So comment, so array, I will say array of form field. Okay, form fields. Okay, so guys, now below this I will create our what can I say, data function. Okay, so I will create a data function below this. So I will say data function and it will return all the properties. Okay, so it will return all the properties, so we will give return and put open and closing curly braces, and inside this we can define our methods, we can define our what can I say, template. Okay, so guys, now here we will define a object to hold the form data which will be submitted by the user. Okay, so I will create a form data object. So form data, put colon and open and closing curly braces. So guys, as of now this is an empty array. Okay, this is an empty array. So let me just write the comment also for you. So just put comment and store form data, okay, from the user. Okay, from the user. So give type also, type object. Okay, so the type is object. Okay, as you can see here, the form data, and as of now this is an empty object. Okay, so now guys, we will create our template. Okay, so first of all let's just create a methods also. So I will create a methods also. So below this we will define the keyword methods and put colon and put open and closing curly braces, and inside this we have to define our methods. Okay, so I will create a methods also, handle submit. Okay, handle submit and put parenthesis, open and closing curly braces, and inside this we will say this, so put some space, this dot on submit. Okay, so on submit is this guys. Okay, this function. Okay, here we are just defining this function on submit. So this dot on submit, and we will say this dot this form data. Okay, this dot form data. So guys, whatever user will input inside the form input field or box, we will be able to grab it inside the form data, and we will be able to do whatever we want to do with the data. Okay, so guys, here I have defined methods called handle submit, and inside this we are saying this dot on submit. Okay, this on submit, and we will say, we will pass the a parameter also. We will pass this parameter, this form data. Okay, so we will say this dot form data. So guys, whenever a user is going to submit the form, so whatever user will enter into the input field, we will be able to get it inside this form data object, and we will be able to do whatever we want to do with the form data. Okay, we can show the user, we can store it inside the database also. Whatever we can we would like to do with the form data, we can do. Okay, so guys, here I will write the comment also for you. So just write the comment. So guys, I'm writing the comment just to give you extra information, extra knowledge. Okay, so I will say here, call the on submit function with the form data. Okay, form data, and here I will add the function comment also. So I will say handle form submit. Okay, submit. Okay, so guys, now below this we have to create our template also. Okay, so guys, as you all know, template is the integral part of components. Okay, so guys, whatever you want to show or display to the user as an output, we have to put each and everything inside the template. Okay, so guys, that's why I say template is the integral part inside the component. Okay, So whatever you have to show to the user, like whether it is form, it is an image, it is a simple HTML code. So guys, whatever you want to show to the user, you have to put each and everything inside the components. That's why I said like a template is a integral part in the form, okay, in the like Vue.js components. Okay, so guys, now below this I will define our component also, template also. So guys, we have to say template. So template, put colon and put backtick and just put comma here also. And guys, inside this we are free to define our HTML code. We are free to define our Vue.js code. Guys, template can handle dynamic, like dynamic data as well. Okay guys, suppose you want to fetch something using external API, then also you have to define each and everything inside the template if you are working with the components in the Vue.js. Okay, so guys, this template can handle the form data as well. Okay, suppose you want to fetch something or display something dynamically to the user. Okay, then also you have to do each and everything. You have to write your logic, you have to write your algorithm inside the template only if you are working with the components inside the Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now we will create a form inside the template. Okay, so I'm gonna create a form. So form, first of all, close this form, and I will put @submit. Okay, @submit and dot prevent. So guys, dot prevent is a modifier, okay, which is used to prevent the default behavior, default action of the form. Okay, so guys, I hope guys you know what is the default behavior, what is the default action or functionality of the form. Okay, so guys, default behavior, default functionality of the form is whenever you will try to submit the form, it will try to go to the next page, and in that process the page refresh. Okay, so guys, whenever you will try to submit the form, it will try to go to the next page. Okay, and in that process our form or page also get refreshed. So guys, I don't want to get our page or my page get refreshed, so that's why I am giving here @submit.prevent, and we will give equal to, and we have to define our methods also here. Okay, so I will put double inverted comma, and I will say handle. Okay, handle submit. Okay, handle submit. So guys, now as you all know, @ is the shorthand for VON. Okay, so guys, I have already explained you many times in my video also that @ is the shorthand for VON. Okay, so guys, here I am using submit.prevent just to prevent the default behavior, default functionality of the form, and whenever a user is going to submit the form, then we will call this handle submit function. Okay, which we have already defined here, handle submit. Okay, so guys, inside this form tag we are gonna define our each and everything. Okay, so guys, first of all, okay, so guys, now we will create a div inside this, and create a div first. So create a div and give class also as form group. Okay, form group, and yeah, inside this first close this. Okay, so guys, now we have to use v4 directive to loop each and everything inside the form. Okay, inside this div we will use v4 directive to loop through the array. Okay guys, this array, okay, this fields array, we will, as you all know guys, it is very easy to loop through an array inside the Vue.js by using v4 directive, which will work like v4 loop or for each loop in JavaScript. Okay, so guys, for each loop so guys, v4 directive will exactly work like for loop in JavaScript or for each loop in JavaScript. Okay, so guys, as you all know, this field is an array, so we can easily loop through this array by using v4 directive in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now we will loop through this array fields by using v4 directive. Okay, so now I will say here v4 equal to double inverted comma, and we will say field filled in fields. Okay, filled in fields. Okay, so guys, I will say here this fields, guys. Okay, this fields is belongs to this fields. Okay, this fields belongs to this fields, and this is a variable. We will use this variable to hold, to store each and everything, and now each and everything is inside this field, so we can easily show the user field dot name, field dot placeholder, field dot anything, guys. Okay, I will explain you later on. Just be here and watch the entire video. Okay, so guys, now I will also say keys. I will also give the key property. So I will say colon key equal to, I will say field dot name. Okay, and here I will create a label. Okay, so I will create a label here. So create a label. Okay, so guys, you must be thinking, if there is nothing inside this field array, then how I am going to loop through this fields array. Okay, so guys, you must be thinking that if as of now there is nothing inside the field array, inside this fields array, then how I am going to loop through inside this fields array. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video. I will try to explain you each and every step what I did here, and then only you will be able to get something from this video. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video carefully. I will explain you each and everything in details. Okay, so now I have to create a label also. So I will create a label. Okay, and I will give here, I will bind the 4 attribute inside the label. Okay, so guys, I hope you know what is the 4 attribute inside the label. Okay, so I will say field dot name. Okay, field dot name, and I will just give the so guys, just let me just close this first. So label. So guys, I hope you know guys why we put double curly braces, okay, inside the view.js. Okay, so guys, whatever you want to show to the user as a output, okay, so each and everything inside the view.js you have to put inside the double curly braces. Okay, so guys, here I will say field dot name. Okay, I will say field dot name. So we want to show here name, like first name, last name, and email address. So guys, let me just go to the example. So guys, as you can see here, this is the label first name, this is the label last name, and this is the label email. Here also you can see the label first name, label last name, and label also email. Okay, so guys, I want to show this label to the user. That's what guys I am doing here. I am saying v4 colon v4. So guys, colon is the shorthand for vbind. Okay, and guys, I hope you know what is vbind, because I have already explained you in my previous videos as well. Okay, so guys, vbind is used to bind the data or properties to our HTML attributes. Okay, so I will say here v4 equal to field.name, and I want to show the label also as first name, last name, and email address as well. So I am saying here field.name. Okay, so it will show first name, last name, and email address to the user. Okay, so below this I will create a input field. Okay, so input field, I will create input and just open this. Okay, so close it here, and guys, now just give the just hit enter. So to go to the new line, so I will say type, equal to, I will say field. Okay, this field dot type. Okay, this field dot type, and put enter hit enter all again, and put colon again, and I will say, I will bind the ID also. So I will say this field dot ID, or you can give name also. As of now we don't have ID, so hit enter again, put colon again, and I will say name. Okay, equal to, I will say this field dot name. Okay, dot name, hit enter, and put colon also. So put placeholder. So placeholder equal to, I will say field dot placeholder. Okay, I will say field dot placeholder. So guys, just be here and watch the entire video. Guys, I must know that you must be thinking that like if there is nothing, that how can I loop through this fields array. Okay, so guys, just be here and watch the entire video, then only you will understand each and everything clearly and easily as well. Okay, so just be here and watch the entire video. Okay, so I will give here also V model. Okay, so guys, I hope you know what why we use V model. So guys, we use V model in two-way data binding. Okay, so guys, I am binding this input field to this our form data. Okay, so guys, whatever user is going to enter inside this input field, I will try to get it from here and I will try to place it inside the form data by using a V model. Okay, so guys, V model is used in two-way data binding from the input box to form data or inside anywhere inside the view.js code. Okay, so I will just give here V model also. So V model, and I will say equal to, and I will say this form data. Okay, this form data as of now it is a type of object, so I will say this form data and put square bracket and I will say field. Okay, so I will say field dot name. Okay, so guys, I am using here this field and the name properties. Okay, so guys, whatever will be the name, like a first name, last name and email address, we will be able to get it inside the this form data object, and we will be able to do whatever we want to do with the data. Okay, so now we can also define the class here. So I'm going to define the class also which is a bootstrap predefined class. Okay, so I will say form control. So I will say form control. Okay, yeah. So now guys, below this div, I'm gonna create another div and I will create a button to submit the form. So give class also, and I will say form group, which is also a predefined class in bootstrap. Okay, so that's why I am using here bootstrap. As you can see here, I am using here bootstrap.min.css. Okay, so just close this div, and inside this div I will create a button element. So create a button element. Yeah, so button, close this button first, and just give the text also. So I will give the text also like submit. Okay, so submit now. Okay, and here we will give the class also to this button just to look it good. So I will say btn primary, and yeah, that's it. So guys, now our template is ready. So just close this. So guys, now we have to create our new component as well. Okay, so just remove this space. Yeah, so guys, now our form our first component reusable form is ready. So here we have defined props, and it has contained these props contain two options, like on submit, which is a type of function, and fields, which is a type of array. And here we are creating data function, and it will return all the properties. And as of now we have only form data, which is a type of object, and as of now it is an empty. And whenever a user is going to submit the form, then we will grab all the information like first name, last name and email address, and then we will put it here, and then we can show to the we can show this data to the user, or we can do whatever we want to do with the data. Okay, and here I have created the methods also, handle submit, and I'm calling this dot on submit, this function on submit, and here we are saying this dot form data. So whenever you will submit the form, we will get this form data on this submit. Okay, and we will show to the user. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another component which will be the parent component. Okay, so I will create my, just give the comment here, my form component. Okay, component, and here we also have to use the function, the same function which we have used to create this reusable form component. Okay, so we will say also here below this, we will also say that view, okay, view dot component, and it is a function, so we have to define the component name as well here. So I will define the component name as my form. Okay, so give my hyphen form. Okay, and put colon, I mean comma, and put like like opening and closing curly braces, and inside this you are free to define anything. Okay, so guys, I will define a data function here. So I will define a data function and it will return all the properties. So return, and now here guys we will create form fields of array of objects. Okay, so guys here we will create form. Okay, form field. Okay, form fields, put colon and put a square bracket, and inside this guys we will create our form, like each and everything. Okay, like type, name, placeholder, and yeah, just placeholder, just type, name, and placeholder. So we will create, as I already told you, this form fields is an array of objects, so we have to create objects also. So put this, and we will say that name colon, put single inverted comma, say first name. Okay, and capital, and put colon also, put comma, and we will say label also. Okay, label, put colon, double inverted comma or single inverted comma, it is up to you only, and we will give the label as a first name. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, just let me go to the example, and you can see here the label I have defined first name. Okay, so just go here, as you can see here, the label first name. Okay, the label first name. Okay, the label last name. Okay, the label last name, and the label email. Okay, so just now put comma here also, and I will just give the type also. So type, put colon, and put single inverted comma, and I will say text. Okay, so guys, as you all know, we have input type of text, email, password, date, like code. So guys, this is the type here I am defining. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, first name is the type of text. Okay, so I will define the placeholder also. So put comma, and I will say placeholder also. So yeah, placeholder, put colon, and put single inverted comma, and I will say please, okay, enter your name. Okay, so guys, just save this, and just let me go to the example first, and just let me just show you one thing. So just refresh the page. So guys, as you can see here, we have got the placeholder here also, like name, last name, and email. Here also like name, last name, this is the placeholder, and email. Okay, so this is what guys I am defining here, placeholder. Okay, so just close this, put comma, and guys, just copy this. Okay, just to save our time, just copy this and paste it 2 times. Okay, paste it 2 times, and yeah, so now we will just give here last name. Okay, just give the text as a last name, just make this also as a last name. Okay, and yeah, it is a type of text only, and give the placeholder, please enter your give your here first name. Okay, first name, and give here please enter your last name, and yeah, this is the type of email. So we will say email, and just change the label to email also. So say email, and this is the type of email, so we have to give the type to email. Okay, and we will say here please enter your email. Okay, please enter your email. Yeah, now we are done. So just put comma here, and just put comma also here, close this, and put comma here. So now below this guys, we will define our methods. Okay, so we will define our methods just to handle the form submit which we have defined here. Okay, just to handle this form submit which we defined here on submit. So for this kind like form handle, so we are gonna define the methods. Okay, so here we will say our methods. So guys, as you all know, methods inside the Vue.js is the collection of function, or is the object of functions. Here you can define multiple methods, your custom methods as well as predefined methods inside the methods objects. Okay, so I will say like handle form submit. So we will create a method here, handle form submit. So I will say handle form submit, yeah, and give parenthesis, and guys inside this we will call our this object, okay, this form data object, okay, just to store each and everything inside this form data when the user is going to hit the submit button, okay. So I will copy this form data and I will pass this as a parameter to this handle form submit function, okay. So now we will just create some kind of like a code just to console the like a user input to the console, okay. So I will say console dot log, and yeah, we will say put like a form data submitted, okay, submitted, yeah, and just put comma, and here we will say this form data, okay, this form data, we will say this form data dot this name, okay, this name, okay guys, this first name. So I will say dot first name, so put here first name, put like colon, semicolon, and just copy this, okay, just copy this and paste it 3 times, okay, or paste it 4 times, and we will say here this dot form data dot last name, and we will say form data dot email, okay, just to show the email. And here we will just console the entire things, okay, we will just console the entire things. So I will say form data only, okay. So now just put comma here and put comma also here, and now we have to define our template below this, okay, just to call this my form component, okay. So I am going to define the template also, okay, just to call this form component inside our code, inside our application we will define a template. So below this I will define a template also. So give template, put colon, and put backtick, and put comma first, and open this, and inside this we are free to call any functions. We are free to create our HTML code also, and we can, so guys, in this template we can call this, we can call this child component reusable form as well, okay. So copy it from here, because we have to call this reusable form component inside our parent component here inside this template we have to call it. So just create a div first, create a div, and give the class also as give anything like give parent component, okay, just for you component, and close this div. And inside this div guys I am gonna call this first give like h2 element, so create h2, okay. So as you can see guys, I am working really hard to make videos for you guys. Please guys, try to believe me guys, I'm making a lot of hard work, lot of hard efforts to make videos on each and every topic of web development and full stack development as well. Please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, and please like this video also, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic for you, okay, so that you can learn, okay. And please guys, do share this video with your friends, with your colleague also, with your group also as well, okay, so that they will be also learning along with you, okay. So here I can give the class also, give h2 only, yeah. So now below this guys we are gonna call our child component, okay. So just paste it here and close this, paste it here also, and yeah. So now guys we have to call this on submit function, okay. So we have to call this on submit function. So guys, as you can see here, the S is capital, so we have to, so guys, whenever you are defining any props or components, you have to use this it is a good practice to use camel case notation, okay. So guys, it is a good practice to use camel case notation whenever you are defining props or components in Vue.js, okay. So guys, we have to copy this function from here, and inside this like child component we have to say that on v on. So we will say, just paste it here, and we will give here like a hyphen, and I will say small s, so on submit. So guys, I hope guys you know that whenever a user is going to click this like a button, this form. Okay, this like I will define here inside the child component, and whenever a user is going to hit the button, we will call this on submit function, and we will define it here the function to handle the submit button. Okay, so handle, I will say the handle, so handle form submit, yeah, handle form submit. And we will also say here, we will also bind here this, so give like a colon and say form, so I will say field. Okay, field equal to, I will say field equal to double inverted comma, and I will try to bind this form fields. Okay, I will bind this form fields to this field. Okay, so guys, I hope you know that why we use colon here. So guys, we use colon just to bind each and everything from these fields. Okay, from this fields or array or object of array to this fields. Okay, and guys, this field is defined here. Okay, this field is defined here, which is a type of array. Okay, so guys, everything from this form fields will be assigned to this field. Okay, so guys, everything from this form field will be assigned to this field, because we are using here vbind to bind all the properties from this form field, and it will assign to this field. And here we have defined these fields as an array inside the props. And now guys, you can see here we are looping through here this field, we are looping through, okay, this fields. And now we can say field dot type. Okay, we can say field dot name, this name. We can say field dot placeholder, we can say this placeholder, and here we can say field dot. Okay, so that's it. So that's why guys, we are here defining here this field as an array, and we are looping through these fields to this input field. And here we are just assigning each and everything from this fields array. Okay, from this fields array. Okay, from this fields array, guys, we are assigning each and everything inside this field by using vbind attribute. And now I have already defined this fields as an array, and now I am just looping through these fields by using v4 directive. And here in the input field, I am defining each and everything. As you can see here, I have given colon type, colon id, colon name, and colon placeholder. So guys, I hope you know that why we use colon just to bind the attribute or properties to the HTML attribute from the vue.js code. Okay, so guys, the type will be text or email address. So ID will be the name. Okay, first name, last name, and email address. And the name will be first name, last name, and the email address. And placeholder will be, this placeholder will be, guys, from here please enter your first name, please enter your last name, and please enter your email address. Okay, so guys, that's why I defined here. So guys, now below this we have to create our vue.js instance, which is a very important part. If guys, we will not define vue.js instance, then we will not able to show each and everything to our HTML code, and we won't be able to show ultimately to the user as well. Okay, so for that we have to define our vue.js instance also. So we will say new and view, yeah, parenthesis and open and closing curly braces, and inside this we will say el, which means element, and here put double inverted comma, put hash, and give id as an app. Okay, so put comma and close this. So guys, now our code is ready to be tested. So just we have to copy this parent component my form from here, and we have to call it inside our HTML. Okay, so guys, now here we will call it. So yeah, now guys, below this as a div, I'm gonna call this component. So just put this and just close this also. So guys, now save your code, go to the browser and refresh the magic, refresh your page and see the magic. Okay, yeah, we got an error, guys. So just go to the developer tool, go to the console, and it says undefined token colon semicolon on line number 41. Okay, so go to the line number 41, and yeah, Okay, put comma here, and now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay guys, I forgot one thing guys. Okay, so guys, I forgot to call this app id to our HTML part. Okay, so copy this id from here and just give id to this div. Okay, so guys, now this entire div, okay, so guys, now this entire div has become the parent component. Okay, so guys, now this entire div has become the parent components. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page and see the magic. So as of now we can see the only submit button. So just go to the developer tool, and yeah, let's just go to the code again. So we can see only button. Why guys? We can see only the buttons guys. Okay, so reusable form, so yeah, fields array, it is a function on submit props data function, return, and form data colon, yeah, methods, so methods, this dot on submit, this dot form data. Okay guys, close put here semicolon. I forgot to put semicolon here, so put here semicolon, and just let me just check once again, is there any issue more. So template, we will say a for loop, yeah, filled in fields, and okay, so yeah, I hope guys I have rectified my error also. So just yeah, just let it be, just remove this. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, still we are not able to see our forms. So reusable form, okay, so just guys, just give me like 2 minutes. Okay, so let me just rectify what is the error here. So yeah, data function, it will return all the properties, so return, okay, and form fields, and it is an array, so array, yeah, methods, so template div, and h1. Okay, so give my form here, my form, so save, and reusable form, and on submit we are saying a reusable form, so filled. Okay guys, no guys, sorry guys, I have to put here. So guys, as you can see here, I have given filled only. Okay, so guys, here we have defined fields. Okay, here we have defined fields, so just copy it from here, and now replace this field with fields. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, see, boom guys, we got our form. See guys, we got our form also. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see the single form. Okay, so guys, first of all, try to submit this single form only, and it will be easy to understand. Okay, so just yeah, 1 second guys. So I will say first name, last name, and email. Yeah, so give the E capital. Okay, give L capital also, and give F capital also. So yeah, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, okay, you can see here guys, our component is working, our form component is working. So now try to submit the form. Okay, so first name is Pramad Pandit, last name is Pandit, and email address is backend48developer@gmail.com. So guys, now I am gonna hit the button submit now. See, okay guys, as you can see here, undefined. Okay, so guys, let me just okay, label. Okay, Okay, so label is first name, but why it is not, there is a space. Okay, first name. Okay guys, label, we have to call this label. Okay guys, we have to call this label, so put label here. Okay, so put label here. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, we got our space also. So now try to submit the form again. So first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and email address is prabhaties48@gmail.com. So guys, now try to hit the button submit now and see the magic in the console. See, boom guys, our code works. As you can see here, form data submitted, Prabhat Pandit, and prabhaties48@gmail.com. So guys, just give here. Okay, just give your colon. Guys, sorry guys, today I'm forgetting a lot of things. Okay, so sorry guys. Yeah, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page, and now try to again submit the form. So the first name is Prabhat, the last name is Pandit, and email address is backend48@gmail.com. So guys, now hit the button submit now. See, boom guys, form data submitted, first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and email address is backend48@gmail.com. and here open this also. Here you can see also email is backend48developer@gmail.com, and first name is Prabhat and the last name is Pandit. Okay, so see guys, our code is working fine. So guys, now we have to call this single component multiple times in our code. Okay, so guys, now we are gonna call this same component. Okay, this same component from here. So just put a little bit br also. So put 2br. Okay, so put 2br and paste it here, and yeah, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh your page. Yeah, see, boom guys, see guys, you can see here my form 2, my form 1, and my form 2. Okay, so guys, now let me just yeah guys, you can understand guys. You can see this is the first component and this is this second component. So just copy this from here and paste it here, so we will be able to see our third form also on our code on our page. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Now you can see guys, we are able to see our form number 3 also. So this is the first form, this is the second form, and this is the third form. Okay, so guys, now try to submit the form one by one, and then see, you will try to you will get different data from the same component whenever user is going to submit the form. Okay, so just go to the developer tool first and just go to the console, and here I will say Priya Kumari, and last name will be Sharma. Okay, Sharma, and give PR Sharma. Okay, dummy @yahoo.com. Okay, so guys, let me just guys clear you one thing guys. So guys, as you can see here, whatever name I am using here is a dummy, is not related to any person dead or alive. Okay, so guys, this is a dummy name, Priya Kumari Sharma. Okay, so guys, here also PR Sharma dummy @yahoo.com I have given. So now try to submit the first form. Okay, so hit the button submit. Yeah, you can see here form data submitted, first name Priya Kumari, last name Sharma, and the email address is prsharma dummy @yahoo.com. So guys, now I am going to submit this second form. So I will give Prabhat. Okay, so give capital P. So first name is Prabhat and last name is Pandit. Okay, and the email address is prabhaties48@gmail.com. So guys, now submit the second form. See, boom guys, as you can see here, from this single component guys. Okay guys, from the single component I am able to reuse the same component again and again on my application throughout my code as well. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, this is the single component guys, and I am calling it multiple times on my application, on my code. Okay, so guys, this is the second form, and I have got the data also, form data submitted, the first name is Prabhat, the last name is Pandit, and the email address is prabhaties48@gmail.com. And open this also. You can see here email is also prabhaties48@gmail.com, and first name is also Prabhat, last name is also Pandit. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna submit the third form. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna submit the third form. So give Pooja Kumari, give Yadav. Okay, give Yadav, and give the email also Pooja Dummy. Okay, Pooja Dummy @yahoo.com. Okay, so guys, now I am trying to submit the third form. Okay, so now hit the button submit now. Yeah, see guys, as you can see here, we got the form data also. Form data submitted. The first name is Pooja Kumari, second name last name is Yadav, and the email address is poojadummy@yahoo.com. And open this also. You can see here also email poojadummy@yahoo.com, and first name is Pooja Kumari and last name is Yadav. Okay, so guys, as you can see here guys, I am calling this same component multiple times throughout my code, throughout my application. So guys, that's why I call this reusable form components in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, if you want, you can define here password also. So guys, just to give you extra knowledge, extra confidence, I am gonna add more field to this form, which will be the password. Okay, so guys, now just to give you extra confidence, I am gonna add one more field to this form, which will be the password. Okay, so just go down, and just copy this. Okay, and just paste, just put comma here first, put comma here and paste this, and I will say name as a password, and give the label also as a password. Okay, password, and give the type also as a password. Okay, and give the placeholder also as a please enter your password. Okay, please enter your password. Yeah, so guys, now we have got the first name, last name, email and password as well in our form component. Okay, in our form component we will have. So guys, now here we have to also give the password also. Okay, so yeah, okay, so now so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, see, boom guys, we got our password field also. See, password, here is the also password, and here is the also password. Okay, here is the also password. See guys, as you can see here, here is the also password. Okay, so guys, what I want to say, as you can see here guys, I am using the same component multiple times in our application, in our code. So that's why guys, we call it reusable component in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now just save this and refresh the page first, and now try to submit the form. So just open the developer tool first and go to the console, and go to the console first. Okay, so now submit the form. So first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and email address is prabhat@housey.in, and give the password as a 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and now submit the form. See, boom guys, we got our form here also. Okay, so you can see here, first name is Prabhat, second name is, last name is Pandit, and email address is prabhat@housey.in. You can see here, email is this, first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so guys, just go here and copy this and just paste below this and change this to email to password. Okay, so that we can see the password also. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page, and now try to submit the form. Okay, so just first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and give email address also pintuprabhat@yahoo.com, and give password 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now submit the button. Yeah, as you can see guys here, form data submitted. Prabhat, first name is Prabhat, last name is Pandit, email address is pintuprabhat@yahoo.com, password is 123456. Open this also. You can see here also email is this, first name is this Prabhat, last name is Pandit, and password is 123456. So guys, now I am gonna submit the second form. So give Pooja Kumari Yadav, okay, and just give the email also as pooja@yahoo.com, and give the password also 12345678910, okay, means 0. So now guys, submit the second form. So hit the button submit now. See, boom guys, we got our data here. Form data submitted. Pooja Kumari, first name is Pooja Kumari, last name is Yadav, and email address is pooja@yahoo.com. Password is 12345678910, and open this also. You can see here email is this pooja@yahoo.com. First name is Pooja Kumari, last name is Yadav, and password is 1234556 up to 0. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, we have created this single component, and we are using it multiple times throughout our application, throughout our code. So guys, that's why we call it reusable component in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, I hope guys I have explained you the code also very well. Okay guys, if you still have any doubt, any query regarding this video, understanding this code, please guys feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will try to resolve it. I will try to address it, all your issues, all your problems. Okay, so guys, yeah guys, I hope guys I've explained you. So guys, I feel guys, whenever what can I say, guys, whenever you're not getting anything, I feel bad. Okay, so guys, if you feel anything, any confusion, any kind of problems getting this video, understanding this session, please guys feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will try to resolve it. I will try to solve it. Okay, so guys, now I hope we have come to the end of this video, end of this session, end of this tutorial as well. Okay, so guys, still you have any doubt, any query, you can ask me in the comment section below. Okay, so guys, if you feel guys you have learned something, you have get something from this video, from this session, please guys try to subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please guys press the bell icon also. Okay, and please guys do share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning along with you. And please guys like all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development as well as full stack development as well, so that you can learn and you can professionally grow as well. Okay, so guys, please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also. So guys, now see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye guys. Till then, see you. So guys, this is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.